Things you should not do if your husband is doing it. List of things you should not do if your husband is doing it. Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Kolawole EO and the program is GW City Show. Kindly calm down. This program is meant for the ladies and married women. So I repeat myself, things you should not do if your husband is doing it. Number one thing is traveling job. Yes. If you know your husband is Ajala travel, if you know your husband kind of business, nature of business is the one that carried him from one state to the other, dear woman, please don't do that kind of job again. It's going to affect your children. At the end of the day, you are in Port Harcourt, your husband is in Abuja, your children are in Lagos. Which means that it's either you are going to have a maid or you are going to have a family friends that you'll be keeping your children with. I wouldn't lie to you. It's good to find money, but it's going to affect your children. Both psychologically, spiritually, and when it comes to choice making. Sometimes children like that usually face abuse and they won't be able to tell you as their parent because you don't even have their time. So if you know that your husband is doing job that is making him to travel from one state to the other, please try to find a job that wouldn't make you to be traveling unnecessarily. Or shall do something that will prevent that, and that's for number one. Number two is cheat. Yes. If you see that your husband is cheating, please don't cheat because it's going to break your home. We've seen marriage that are breaking because broken. How should I put it? Because the husband cheats. How will you now feel if they know that you as a wife you are cheating? What do you want to tell your children? That your husband chased you out because you are a cheating mother? My dear sister, please try to have sense when it comes to that. And other one, there is this thing that man will never tell you that I'm going to tell you this morning. It's the fact that sometimes, willingly or unwillingly, men are being fucked outside sometimes, especially when they are into business. Yes, if their nature of business are contract business, my dear sister, your husband, is either you like it or not, is going to find someone that you want to fuck him. He will never tell you this truth. And that's it. It can happen to me. Imagine you are working with a big organization as a guy, and you now went for a business proposal, and the boss in charge is a lady, or rather a woman that is interested in you. It will now be a decision of you agreeing to her and having the contract, or you saying no and lose the multi-million business. So most of the time, things that your husband will never tell you is the fact that those big women hearts out there are fucking them because of contracts, and they must not tell you. Will you not say because something like that happened out of his own unwillingness, you will not leave him, or you will not choose to go and cheat? So in order to hold your home, do not cheat, even when you know that your husband is cheating. Yes, there are men that are big time cheater. Number three is ritual. If you see your husband doing it, my dear sister, don't do it. Because most of the time, if the only thing they can do to a man that is doing ritual is to dupe him of his money, see, you will be duped of your own body. They are bad babas. They are bad alpha, and they are bad prophets. There are hundreds of fake prophets. prophet, I mean. So if you don't want to fall the victim of someone sleeping with you because of ritual, avoid ritual as a woman. And how will you feel if you're a man and you get to your wife's room and find a big pot in her wardrobe? It will break your heart as a man. So in order to prevent that, every man knows that it is in his own right to protect his wife, both physically and spiritually. So if you have any problem that you want to solve spiritually, address your husband. By the time that you are going to disturb him for some time, he's going to go out for you. So avoid engaging yourself in ritual. That for that. And the last one is politics. Yes, I wouldn't say that you shouldn't join politics. So number one thing that I will say that is either you are neutral, it's either you don't join politics if your husband is into politics, or if you now feel like you two want to hold a political seat in the state as a woman, join the same party that your husband is. Or rather, if you feel that the party he finds himself is not really making it, try to convince him to join your own bigger party. Yes, which one is husband joining APC, wife being a bona fide PDP member? How will you feel if your husband now wants to become a governor? And because of the fact that they know that your husband wants to become a governor, they will now promise you a senatorial seat in another party. You will now be having marital problem. What will happen is the fact that both of you are going to lose, and it's going to break your home. So even if you want to go into politics as a woman, if your husband is into it, try to join your husband group. This is because if you feel you will just be there for nothing, if God times come and you guys now get to a stage of you becoming bigger, claiming bigger position, it means that it's going to have, you guys are going to have problem. And the best thing is to prevent it. And that's for today's teaching. My name is Kolawole Iyo, and the program is GWCT Show by Kolawole Iyo. Hope you found this educative. If yes is the answer, follow for more, because it's a daily tablet. And don't forget, if you are giving your time for comedy, try to give your time for relationship talk. It is pure adult education, and you are going to enjoy it. Bye. GWCT loves you.